Hello everybody, and I hope y'all are having an amazing day. We're back with another HIGHLIVE from one of my favorite third-gen boy groups, HIGHLIGHT, also known as Beast for a little while in their careers too. So I'm excited to dive into this. Looks like they did Shock this time around, which I think I've done a reaction to this song before from something else. I don't know if I did the actual original song, or if there was another live maybe I did from one of their award show performances. Regardless, I don't know. All I know is I'm excited to dive into this. But before we get started, if you want to come and join me in watching some exclusive content that I don't post over here on my YouTube channel, then you can go ahead and check out my Patreon. I started watching Baby Monster's brand new reality show, Baymon House, recently, and I've been watching an anime called Kaiju Number 8. So if you want to come over and watch more exclusive content, including that kind of stuff, over with me on my Patreon, go ahead and click the link down below and join my Patreon. And if you do, it would mean the absolute world to me. Now let's go ahead and dive into this live performance of Shock. I'm so excited. Here we go. Oh, this is sick. Oh, what? Oh my gosh, this is such a sick intro. Whoa. Oh, the crowd's amazing. Wow. God, this sounds so good live. Holy shit. Man, I tell you, these boys just don't ever stop shining so damn bright. My goodness, they are just on top of the world. It's so cool to see a second gen group still shining so damn bright in this, in such a changing and evolving genre like K-pop, where there's third gen, fourth gen, fifth gen, no matter what we're talking about, they all have their own unique sound, and they all have changed over the years. But it's so cool that a second gen group is still staying strong this far along in their careers without basically really changing their sound at all that much. And also, not to mention, they are honing in on where they became, or I should say where they started with. You know, they're not forgetting about Beast. They're still letting Beast shine through them, even though they're now Highlight. And I love that. It's like, you know, they didn't completely just drop their past and said like, oh, you know, we were Beast, but, you know, we're going to just let that go and we're only going to do Highlight. No, of course not. They know where their roots are. They knew where they started, and they will always pay homage to Beast. And I love that. I respect them so much for that. And to even include, like, from the very beginning, they were including even the vocals from original, like, you know, members that are not there anymore. You know, it shows that there's no bad blood or anything like that, that they expect their other members from moving on. And they still will keep them, though, as part of, you know, their, whenever they do performances of Beast, they're still there with them, you know, in their hearts, if you will. But yeah, this is just phenomenal. And I love the crowd interaction, honestly. The crowd is so loud, singing right back to them, and it just shows how dedicated their fans are, and I freaking love it. Let's go. Actually, sorry, let me go back one. Oh my god, it's so loud. I love it. God, their vocals are so stable. They sound incredible. This is how you do a fucking performance, baby. Everybody shot. This is amazing. Shot. Woo! It's so crazy. The crowd is, I'm loving the crowd so much. Woo! Everybody shot. Go, boy! Oh my god! Oh, so crazy! Damn! That was amazing. That is how you do a performance, honestly. Like that, I mean, from the very beginning with that little opening, with the stage and everything, into their introduction of them coming in, to keeping like the members' vocals in the very beginning like that before they started doing their parts and whatnot, even hearing them doing the backing vocals of the other like members throughout the entire song. That is just how you do it, baby. Like I said, they are not ashamed of where they started at. They fully love the fact that they came from where they came from with Beast, and they still show homage to their previous members and not completely cutting them out. And like obviously they probably had to rearrange some of the songs to, you know, kind of fit their vocals a little bit here and there. But like I love that they're doing their best to kind of keep the members in there, even though they're not actually there anymore, you know, because they're always going to be there in their hearts and their souls, you know. And I think that there's never, from my understanding, I don't think there was any bad blood at all with the members. I think it was like a, you know, just like a, I think it was a label thing where they just couldn't come to agreement on the label and whatnot, I think. And that's why they almost lost their, you know, that's why I think they had to rebrand anyways. But I think I remember recently that you guys were telling me that they kind of won those rights back to Beast, but they decided to stay as Highlight. So yeah. But regardless, all I know is this is fucking amazing. I love watching these HIGHLIVEs because these guys just really truly know how to put on a performance for their fans. And you can tell that they, you know, this many years later, they still love being a group and being able to perform for like such a, you know, a long time fandom. Like I said, they've been around for so many years, and it's amazing that they're still staying this relevant in an ever-changing, you know, genre like K-pop, and that they're still one of the best. I mean, honestly, like I said, between Highlight and Infinite, they're two of my favorites. And of course, I love Super Junior, and of course, I love Big Bang and whatnot. Obviously, I love those groups too. But for some reason, Highlight and Infinite have consistently stood up and shown out for me every time. And I know there's rumors of maybe Big Bang doing a comeback, you know, next year and comeback tour more than anything. So if they do, hopefully that will kind of maybe give me a little bit of idea of, you know, maybe hint more of what they can do, honestly, you know, especially this day and age. But regardless, all I know is that Highlight killed it once again, and I love watching these. So if you guys, you know, if there's more of these that I've not seen yet and you want me to react to, then let me know in the comments down below. Yeah. Anyways, guys, with that being said, if y'all enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel by clicking down below, and I'll go ahead and place my reaction playlist for Highlight/Beast over here, and you can check my recent reaction video already over here. As always, thank you all so much for watching, showing the support, and I'll see you all in the next video. Alright guys, bye.